Hi and welcome to Discover the Wild at the Territory Wildlife Park. My name's Jo and I'm a horticulturalist here at the park, and today we're back scenes here at the Botanical Activity Centre and Plant Nursery. Here we cultivate and propagate all our native trees and plants and grasses to go into exhibits and to beautify areas around the park. At the Territory Wildlife Park, our aim is to showcase the biodiversity of the territory by displaying our animals in natural habitats so the animals are happy and healthy and our visitors get to see them displaying natural behaviours. So the plants here are really important to enable our keepers to do that. In the Northern Territory we have 4,300 native plant species, including just over 700 that are endemic to the NT. We also have some very vulnerable and endangered species here in the Territory, with approximately 13 new species being discovered or described each year. And we also have some very rare and endangered species, some of which are found here at the Territory Wildlife Park. So come with me and let's take a look. Firstly, I'd like to show you Hildegardia australiensis. This tree was only discovered in 1991 and is one species of 12 found throughout the world. It's currently listed as near threatened due to its small numbers and limited distribution. It's native to the Western Arnhem Land escarpment and found on sandstone and limestone slopes. It grows to about 10 metres tall and is deciduous, hence the leaves are starting to turn yellow as we enter the dry season at the moment. It's noted to be the least seen tree in the wild in Australia, and this is due to its location, which is really isolated and only accessible via helicopter. All species of Hildegardia that are found throughout the world are sadly verging on extinction, so it's a pretty special tree. This is Taranoidea wallichii. It is an endangered species. It's a small tree to about 5 metres tall and is only known from a small set of monsoonal forests on Melville Island. The small population size makes this species susceptible to events such as cyclones and fires. A recovery plan is in place and collection of propagation material and translocation to botanical gardens is assisting in protecting the species. The continuance of the species in the wild is dependent upon the retention of the Tiwi rainforest network and their control of the impact of feral animals in the environment such as pigs, etc., and moderation of the impacts of fire and intense development in surrounding habitats. This is looked after by our NT rangers. This is Syzygium suborbiculaire, or more commonly known as the red bush apple. It's a large spreading tree up to 14 metres in height. It's recognisable by those thick, leathery, dark green leaves and its large red, wrinkly fruits. It's one of the major bush tucker plants of Indigenous Australians, with the fruit being eaten raw or cooked. A tea can also be brewed from the leaves, which can be applied to wounds to stop bleeding and swelling. It is one of the many bush tucker plants we cultivate here on park. From the same genus, we have Syzygium forte, commonly known as the white bush apple. The tree grows to a height of around 30 metres in dense rainforests, but can be 5 to 10 metres in coastal forests. This is another bush tucker plant, and the fruits are also eaten by birds, bats, possums, tree rats, and also turtles love them as they are commonly found close to waterways. They are cyclone resistant, so they have strong root systems with a buttress base and strong wood. The strong wood is used by Indigenous Australians for tool handles. This is Pittosporum mollicanum, or the common name is Atlas moth plant. It's a small ornamental tree with beautiful white fragrant flowers, and it's bird and butterfly attracting, and as its common name suggests, moth attracting. This plant is the food source for the larvae of the Atlas moth, And the atlas moth is an endangered species with a short adult lifespan of only 5 to 7 days. The species only comes out at night, so not many people get to see this amazing creature. However, they are still found at Gunpoint and Dundee. The atlas moth is one of the largest moths in the world, with the female having a wingspan of 10 to 12 inches. Another interesting fact about these moths is they have some impressive defense strategies. Firstly, as caterpillars, they spray strong smelling secretions to protect themselves against predators. And as adults, the moth's wingtips strongly resemble snakeheads, which acts as a defense strategy. Nature is so amazing. We have been increasing planting at the nocturnal house in anticipation of reintroducing this species. From the land of the dinosaurs, this is Cycas strongii. It can grow up to 6 meters tall with an erect spreading crown. It's endemic to the Northern Territory and it's classified as vulnerable. Its population is decreasing, and this is due to land clearing, which is a major threat to the species. In areas not subjected to land clearing, there is a threat from introduced grasses such as gamba grass and fires. Mortality in excess of 50% of adult stems per fire event have been recorded when subjected to fuel loads of 20 tonnes per hectare. Many plants do resprout from the base. However, the increased frequency of fires in excess of 1 in 5 years is predicted to result in long-term population decline. And unfortunately, fires commonly occur more frequently than 1 in 5 years throughout the range of this species. The occurrence of intense fire is set to increase as exotic grasses spread rapidly across the landscape. So it's vitally important that we all try to control the spread of these grasses, especially gamba grass, which has such an enormous fuel load. One good thing is, Cycas strongii is naturally found here at Berry Springs and on the Territory Wildlife Park, where it can be protected. Last but not least, this tree is the Northern Territory's superstar of trees, Terminalia ferdinandiana, or more commonly known as the Kakadu plum. It's Australia's star superfood, and that's because it has the highest level of vitamin C of any fruit in the world. It is also a food source for many small mammals and birds. These plants you see here are only babies, but they will grow to be a slender, spreading, deciduous small tree up to 14 metres tall. Thanks for watching Discover the Wild at the Territory Wildlife Park. I hope you've enjoyed watching and have learnt something new about our flora and how important it is to our wildlife. Next time you're able to visit the park, make sure to take in the whole experience of the Territory, including our amazingly beautiful and extremely important flora. Tune in next time for Discover the Wild at the Territory Wildlife Park, and bye for now.